just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be I'm just a mess.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Looking to his fullback now. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running it again with Dobbins. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's caught at the 4! Touchdown, Los Angeles! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, Smith to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. It's an option to the left. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists. Right? You can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But in the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Herbert on first down. Escapes the pocket. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and just 2 to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Headed out right. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Has a man, it's Brown. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 37. Metcalf there to bring it in. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. This ball's caught by Palmer. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now for Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Offense set for a 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Herbert now off the play fake. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Herbert from the gun. This one's caught. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now Edwards.
Well, now, Kate, a major decision, and you could just feel the angst on the sideline. Do you really want to challenge a front that just held up on 3rd and goal? And if so, well, you better be creative to get the job done.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Shotgun snap to Smith. He fires one deep down the middle. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. And again, it's Smith. He's got it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Seattle going to call a second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Smith. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it deep downfield. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Smith on first down. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down, Smith to throw. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's low and bounces short of his man.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Running back sent in motion. Smith on third and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
He's back to throw. Cut by Lockett. And this one doesn't go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Running behind center with Edwards. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Herbert with a blitz coming. On target to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. Now An inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 44. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. The play fake, now Herbert to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 3 now. Going with Dobbins here. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Escapes the sack. And that one's picked off in the end zone. But no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Dobbins fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And the Seahawks pick it up.
Kate, I am telling you, ball security critical over the entire 100 yards. If you start smelling that end zone, you're inside the 5. Boy, you've got to take care of that ball at all costs and can't let it get ripped free.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Quick slant, cut by Lockett. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
Chargers 14, Seahawks 7.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completed to Lockett. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well you can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Smith. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing it again here. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, it's Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third, Smith. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 22. And the Chargers will have a first. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now for Herbert. Buying some time left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Herbert to throw once more. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. Avoids the sack. They did it. He made the interception. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. Herbert now off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he drives it up past the 45. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. Complete out to the right. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He finds Fant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Walker hauls it in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Looking slant route, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And again, it's Smith. The back's got it. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here comes Davis. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And the defense follows him all the way and shoves him out of bounds. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A give to Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Seattle.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got something seen out miles to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night, okay, let's go. I'm the living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Swear these better beef with me. They never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night,
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Lambeau. Jaden Reed to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return. Yard line before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Drill green. Flag red.
Love gonna air this out to start. He's on the move. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Looking for Watson, but it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Mason there to haul it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Purdy setting up that play action. That throw finds Kittle. And he's taken down at the 30. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. From the gun is Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Gets his hands underneath for the catch. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll be facing 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Play action now with Purdy. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down throw. Here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Black shot. Black ultra.
Love from the gun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. They're going play action. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Now it's Purdy. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Purdy to throw it. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Love now. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Love now to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have it on the edge of their own goal line there at the 3.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first and some room to spare.
Purdy on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And the Packers at a 50 DB out there for this 3rd down play. Purdy throwing here. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate.
Yep.
This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it sets up 2nd down. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long. And they're going for this. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Charvarius Ward picks it off.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Working quickly here. Purdy setting up that play action. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now for Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. I cannot maintain with madness on my brain. I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I silence. New York, the wildest. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gonna do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home
I'm a slave to my home, it's the grave. I'm a pull papers, it's all about the papers. Caught the papers and now they wanna stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, should've shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, that I rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for babe. 2 more today. Got the floor blown. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get crime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.